You got surgery, so you kind of have to slow down or pull back. The best things for you is to make sure the calories are in a surplus so you recover.
Had problems with the lower back in the past. Is there exercise I should not be doing to have a better longevity in the gym?
Oh, that's what you get for being white. Can't see any of the muscles. I need to get my tan on. I don't know. Is that how Jeff does it? Is that the way you look? I need to get my tan on.
I do it the way Arnold told me to do it.
There you go.
That's how I do it.
Yeah, he's had posing lessons from the greatest of all, right. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right. I don't belong to your Titan Challenge or other programs that you have, but I've watched your videos for about a year now, and they've helped me tremendously on my workouts. Like I said, thank you.
Thank you.
You watch the videos, man, you will learn a lot. Form, technique,
imagine
mindset.
If he took all that stuff and was part of the team and actually had the right workout and nutrition, how much better would that be?
Yeah, you just put that knowledge that you've learned into a structured 8 to 12 week approach. Come out fucking solid, dude.
Throw it up there.
So the 4 weeks following a diet, will 4 weeks set me back without training? I'm recovering from surgery. I think it means if he's stays on the diet, will that set him back even though he's not training?
Yeah, anything sets you back when you're not moving forward. So I would just change the mindset on that aspect. Let's say you're recovering from something, right? Like surgery, is that right? Setback from So it's not a setback because that's life. And I think one of the big mistakes here is for you to think that you're in this race against somebody else. Everybody's going to have a setback or a stop. I had a couple clients that went through divorces this last year. That kind of puts a stop on things, especially if you're not like me that's done this for a lifetime, that you don't know how to stop. Weightlifting and nutrition are very easy to stop when you've not done it for a lifetime. It's not a habit. So let's take this and take it into consideration. You got surgery, so you kind of have to slow down or pull back. The best things for you is to make sure the calories are in a surplus so you recover. So it's not technically a setback when it comes to nutrition. And then the great thing about this is whatever surgery you do, if you have a good doctor, they'll recommend physical therapy or movement right away. And so that movement and physical therapy is going to help you start recovering and getting even that mental state back and that body structure and movement back together again. So those aren't really setbacks. They're just kind of a pit stop for you to fill up, but use it to benefit your metabolism by making sure your calories are at a surplus. Really take advantage of that. Good luck with whatever the surgery is and what you got going on. Stay on point with the nutrition. Make sure that nutrition continues to change depending on how much activity you get after the surgery. And I just mean activity. I just mean like physical therapy. Are you getting up and walking around, or can you get up and walk around? Are you on crutches? All that kind of stuff. So stay on point.
Staying on the diet.
But man, you know how many people do? 99.9% of people, when they get surgery, they forget it. I'm not working out, so why do I need to eat clean? You're going to do it right. You've already said it, so I know mentally you're already there. So this isn't a setback. This is a jump forward, because everybody else, when that setback happens, and it happens to every human on the planet Earth, when it happens to that other individual, they'll stop everything. And I've had that. We keep telling the Titan crew and one-on-ones, I'm there. And when things are great, you guys are all checking in and everything's awesome and you're sending photos. That's great, but that's not when I should be there for you. It's when things are tough, when you're having a surgery. That's when you need the training partners. That's when you need your friends talking to you, telling you to stay on your nutrition, keep holding strong, and come back as quick as you can, being smart about it. So I'm proud of you for asking that question. That's probably the best question we've had in 2022. Thank you. I saw this one. Is it possible to follow the Titan plan? 100%. remember, we got the dumbbell workout as soon as the lockdown happened.
Ron, you out in Canada?
So get going on the dumbbell workout and get going on the nutrition. And then get your butt in the Titan crew so you got the support and you can see how others are doing it in all those locations like Canada or anywhere else that it's locked down. Is it better to lift consistently? And what is the rep range? I don't know. I don't know.
It's better to lift heavy constantly.
Oh, sorry. I say.
In what rep range? Yes, and exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by heavy. And rep range determines your heavy. So try to use those. Try to use weight relative to rep range, relative to the sets that you're doing. All right. Glad. Thanks for the question. I appreciate that.
Dude, this guy was on the blitz for 2 months. Best shape mentally and physically
Whoa.
I've ever been in. Had my first baby and fell into a snowflake phase.
Oh,
Trying to figure out what to get back on. Thoughts?
Man, first off, you're probably a much better man than me, and you're helping out with the baby's sleep and everything. So it's really tough for you right now. And I'll say this. It's not a snowflake after you have a kid. That's tough. And I am blessed to have the team that I have during us having the baby Titan. But it's tough to stay on point. But knowing you, I guess this is what I just picked up. You did the blitz 2 times in a row. You're a savage. You're a savage. And I could tell, you know what he just did? He said he fell into a snowflake mentality, right?
Yeah.
And the reason he said that is because he's a beast. And he thinks anything off plan is that other extreme. And I freaking love that because that's how I feel when something happens or anything like that. So I love that you got that and that mindset. I wouldn't say get back in the blitz because you got the new baby. I would say
You don't want him to do the blitz because he's got a newborn that
no.
he's probably got to take care of?
No, I don't want him doing the blitz now. I would say power bodybuilding. That way you're lifting 4 days a week.
That's a good one.
I would make sure you're surplus in food. So make sure you're on the Titan meal plan, but on size, bulk at this phase. Allow your body to grow and get stronger because you already know you can do the blitz twice. You already know you can do it once. And so you know that you can get in the best shape of your life and mentally strong again. So let's wait until your baby is out of that sleep mode to where you guys are getting destroyed every night. And so that's how I set it up. And then power bodybuilding. After you get in the Titan crew. Make sure you're in the Titan crew because we'll talk about how to set up the 4 days. Mm-hmm. Don't set it up the way I put it. I put it on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Great. But we might have to change yours to a Saturday, Sunday, depending on work. So it might be a Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday off. So I would change it depending on work and sleep with the baby. Thanks for hitting that up. Great question, man. And I love your attitude. I love your attitude. It's all or nothing. That's what I picked up from him. I like that.
I'm 62. Can I grow muscle without matching my weight in protein?
Okay, so you're taking off the books.
Yeah.
Okay, so
1 gram per body weight deal.
Manage the decline, my friend. Manage the decline.
I didn't grow muscle until I tripled it.
Yeah. So tell me what's going on with the body that you're worried about at least matching your body weight. I don't know how heavy you are, but let's say you're 160 pounds, 180 pounds. That's not a lot of protein. You got to figure that it's 5 meals, barely 30 grams a meal, 35 grams a meal in that range. And that's not a lot. So I'm just trying to figure out, is there something else that's going on at your age right now that you're feeling that you don't, or you can't do that? Did you have any kidney problems or anything like that? Let me know. I'd love to help you here and get you understanding. And then depends too, I don't know what kind of shape you're in. Are you in great shape right now? If you're 62 and you're following me, I'm guessing that you're above average. You're somebody that kind of exercise. You're into this stuff. You're not going to follow me for a cookie cutter thing. And I guess you're mental state would be, I really want to get good at this. So let's figure out what that protein needs to be for you, at least to start with. Because remember, it's going to have to change. It's going to have to change as you pick up or slow down on the training.
Yeah.
You guys, we poke a lot at Steve Pack. And I poke at him because I know he can take it, first off. But the second thing is, he's been one of the most on-point clients. And he's been with me for a while, too, one-on-one. Yeah. And he does something that very few do. And it's kind of a superpower. He stays on the plan. Stays on it. He doesn't say, Mike, I want to do this, I want to do that after 2 weeks. So I'm training a guy right now, and he just started the dry out, and he's day 3. On day 1, he says, can I have something else besides, and he's already, so that's how most people are. Most people are like, well, do I have to eat the same meals day in and day out? No, you don't. That's why the type meal plan is set up the way it is. Variety. Enjoy. But Steve is somebody that I love training because of the fact that I tell him what to do. I know he's doing it. Unlike Jeremy Davis and Bobo, I know he's doing it. So that's kind of a cool thing for me. And for you guys to take notes on his consistency, on staying, like me, the tortoise and the hare. You guys know the race, the tortoise and the hare, where the hare takes off and he's fast as anything, but at the end of the day, the tortoise who stays on a consistent movement forward wins. Okay, so this is a great point. So this is one of our newest Titan crew members. And so he asked, and this is a great question. Go for it, Jeffrey.
Day 5 today was great. My question is, can I take 1 rest day if I feel great? Or should I take 6 to 7 and rest for 2 days straight?
So if you guys are following the TC plan, you know there's a couple days of rest going on. So here is going back to what Steve does, or just the understanding of this. The plan is set up in a certain way because I know that I need the best out of you in 8 weeks. Mm-hmm. So you ever gone into the gym and you felt extra strong? Yeah. And so you say, forget the workout, I'm just going to go for a PR? That's not smart. You ever go into the gym and feel really weak and you go, well, you know what? I'm just going to forget it. I ain't doing nothing. I feel weak. I'm going home. That's not smart. You want to do how the plan is set up and stay as close to that as you possibly can, because there's stuff down at the end of the road that you need to be ready for and understand it gets harder down at the end. So that's what I recommend here. So my recommendation is no, do not deviate from the plan whatsoever. Stay perfectly on it, and really live in this. And I know you're a beast, and I could see that you're at a great age with some great muscle, Clark. Yeah. Stay the point. Stay the point. Also, understand what you learned through this. So you guys are doing a plan. If you're not learning what's working here and why you do what you do, you're kind of just kind of going through it and not becoming something more. I know that you want to benefit from this. So there's a difference. What do I get from this? What am I becoming from this? What am I getting from this? What am I becoming? You should become smarter, understand exercising a little bit better, understand why we set up the things we did, understand why range of motion is so important. Yeah. But there's so much to it compared to, I just want to be in shape. What do I get from doing this 12-week plan? Do I get abs or not? You're not going to stay on it. I'm doing it that way. Jeffrey, go.
Had problems with lower back in the past. Is there exercises I should not be doing to have a better longevity in the gym? You were just talking about range of motion and being smarter and all that.
Yeah, this is great. Jeffrey, what are some of the things that we talked about?
Not running away from exercises. I think that's one of the biggest things that helps the longevity is obviously you're going to have a threshold of pain and tolerance and what you can handle and what's actually, you're capable of doing at that moment. But actually, everyone's going to say, hey, stop doing deadlifts. Hey, stop squatting. And maybe you should. But there's a lot of times when maybe you shouldn't, right? Because if you stop doing that, you're going to get worse. You're going to run away from that stuff and eventually just deteriorate away.
I will do a video with this guy at the gym. He's great. He's been there since the beginning of Golds. He's 86.
Oh my God, that's always deadlifting?
And he's deadlifting.
Yeah.
And he was deadlifting this morning when I went in there. And I went over to him and I said, "What'd you do? You doing bent over rows?" Because it was like, it's probably like 150 or something. And I know he deadlifts more than that at 86. And he was joking around with me. We were joking. I said, "I got to come in here and just sit down and talk to you." Because it was like, maybe that's a percentage of what he used to be able to do, right? So maybe that's 20% of what his peak was at 20 years old, which was 60 years ago.
Yeah.
But he's still doing it.
That's fine.
He's 86, going to the gym and deadlifting still. So do exercises hurt you? Everything hurts you incorrectly. Do some things make your body stronger? Yeah, done correctly, they do. And which is deadlifts or squats. I am speaking to you youngsters and people that are starting to develop back problems or knee problems or shoulder problems. Do not run away. Let's find out what the problem is. Let's make sure the nutrition is on point and we're feeding it. You guys are going to see me do a completely different nutrition this next 3 months. You're going to see a lot more oils, a lot more secondary vitamins, a lot more things. Yeah, they're ready for the oils.
Or the women's multivitamins.
Women's multivitamins. So you're going to see a lot of that stuff. And this is because, again, I'm doing PRP. So I'm supporting the PRP the best I can and making sure that I can get another 5-10 years out of this lifting as crazy as I want. Remember, my level of lifting, I don't want to go into the gym and go, "Hey, let's go through the motions." I still want to push it for me. I don't recommend that for everybody, but for me, I still like to be in that fight. So you're going to see some differences. A lot of these problems stem from your nutrition. So let's make sure that that's right. So get over to the Titan Meal Plan today if you're not signed up. This needs to be your priority.